Hey guys, my name is Joe Villigus. I'm starting this channel just to help those out there who are trying to get started with online fitness coaching. So we'll get into a bit about who I am, but first let's cover what exactly we're going to start to go through on this channel and how the videos are going to progress. So first things first, at least in today's video, I'm going to go over what we're going to cover through this channel. I'm going to go over who I am a little bit, why I'm doing this at all, and then also to what to expect and what you'll need to get started with making your online fitness coaching business. So let's get into it. So who's this for? This channel is going to be for people who are just starting out online coaching. You might have just finished a certification, don't know where to begin, don't know how to get your feet wet. You might have been maybe a personal trainer for a long time and you're looking to go online. And you might just be someone who's very enthusiastic about working out or nutrition, but the business stuff is just bogging you down. You don't even know where to start, and it can definitely be intimidating and very frustrating. So I'm at least going to walk you through what I've experienced, what I've found, and hopefully this channel is going to help you cut down on the amount of time, mistakes, and effort to become successful. So that's kind of my goal for you. This is also for people who've made some progress with their online fitness business, but now you just kind of feel stuck. You know, it's sort of like the same old. Maybe you have, half a dozen clients and you can't really push to get to that like 10, 15, 20 or beyond. A lot of what's in here is going to help you to do just that. This is especially for those who want to actually put in the time and effort with the ultimate goal to help people. So if you're coming in here just thinking you're going to get rich quick, you're going to be sorely let down. So definitely make sure that you're coming from a place of obviously being genuine, but you're ready to do the work and make it happen for you. So then lastly, this is for people who are looking to pivot and hopefully turn fitness and helping others into a full-time gig, or at least a solid part-time gig. All right, and here's what we're going to cover, not in today's video, but in subsequent videos that are going to come after this. So the first thing, and I put it first because it's so important, is sort of the mindset piece. And it says business mindset, but this is going to be even beyond business stuff, like things you need to know and do in order to help you cultivate a mindset around being successful. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're multi-millionaire. It just means that you have the drive and the passion and the wherewithal to get through the hurdles, and things that might seem like really big roadblocks are really just kind of speed bumps that you can cruise right over, so long as you have the right mindset. So I'm going to do an entire video, maybe even 2 videos on that, to help you through that one and show you all the tools and tips that really help me make a big difference in my mindset in this time kind of building my own business. I'm going to go through all kinds of useful tools, so things I use that are, some I pay for and a lot that I don't, just free things that help to make my life a hell of a lot easier in doing this. I'm going to show you how to pick a niche, so how to niche down and pick a specific group to work with and coach that you can help, and it sort of differentiates yourself in the marketplace from being a generalist, right? So think of it like when you go to the doctor, you can go to a general practitioner, they kind of get standard pay for what they do, but when you go to a specialist, someone who's maybe a heart specialist or someone who specifically works on eyes or ears, right, they're charging a lot more for that specialty, and this is kind of where you want to hopefully sit in finding a niche and differentiating yourself in the marketplace. I'll make videos on kind of what to offer, different types of packages and things you can offer. I'll show you what's worked for me in the past and currently where my services have evolved to. I'm also going to show you how to price your services. So I feel like a lot of people really, really undervalue what they're offering. And I'm going to show you basically how to price your services. And beyond that, I actually don't have it in the list here, but also how to sell your services, like what to say to people and how to get them, to want to buy from you versus you feeling like you have to convince people to actually buy your stuff. I'm going to cover some certifications, ones that I've done. I can't speak to all of them, but ones that I've done and things that I've found to be helpful and ones I found to kind of just be like total bullshit that just suck. Don't waste your money on. We're going to talk about social media, so how to basically build your storefront, so to speak, your image out there in the social media world. It's free marketing, so it's a great way to get your name and your services out to the public. And that being said, I'm also going to cover organic, so obviously the social media piece, but even direct outreach, organic marketing versus paid marketing. So I'm going to do videos on how to make Facebook ads, how to get your stuff out there if you don't have any money to spend. So I'm going to go through all that. And there's a lot here. Also, how to build a tribe, right? How to build people who want to buy from you and who want to continue to buy from you and see you as essentially an authority figure in your space. So we'll get into how to do all that, and a lot of that's just free. How to build a website, how to make yourself look legit out there in the world. A lot of times and you've probably done this yourself, you hear about a restaurant or a business or something, the first thing you do is go to Google and search to see if they have a website or they have some information online. So I'm going to show you fantastic tools I've used to build my website out. I'll even put it in the video as well, so you can kind of see how I did mine, just to make sure that you look professional, you look like someone who knows what they're doing, and who's worth somebody investing the time in. I'll also show you how to take payment. So how do you take payment from people in a legit way? I mean, cash under the table is great, but after a while, you can't go to do your tax filing at the end of the year, and you have all this money laying around and no one knows where it came from. So I'm going to show you kind of how I do it, and in a way that you can avoid all the ridiculous fees of a lot of the softwares out there, and just kind of streamline it so it's real direct, real simple for your clients, so they can just kind of do subscription models and not have to think about remembering to pay you every month or having to chase people down. And I definitely have messed that up in the past, so I'll show you how to do that. Things like, should you make a business entity? So like my business is an LLC, a limited liability corporation. Can you just do a sole proprietorship? Things like that. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not super well versed in those things. I can just tell you what I did, and a whole lot more. So as these things sort of come up, as you guys leave comments and things you want to see with building an online fitness business, I'm going to just make videos, and hopefully you guys can use this video series to help you build your stuff and get some direction. And like I said, cut down on a lot of the pain and the suffering from making mistakes like I certainly have in the past. So who am I? Again, my name is Joe Villegas. I've coached over 1,000 plus clients at this point from all over the United States and internationally. I've had clients all over in England, Switzerland, and a whole mess of other countries, and then also to a lot, basically mostly probably 90-95% in the US. I've worked with a wide range of clientele, so anybody from the weekend warriors to active duty military, and even some professional UFC fighters. I've also hired a lot of coaches for me to work with, to learn from, and I definitely would encourage you to do the same, right? You can't expect people to invest in you and invest in what you offer if you're not willing to invest in yourself. And we'll do a whole video on that for sure. And I've had a wide range of mentors as well outside of the fitness business that have helped me, to build that sort of business mindset and see the value in things other people would just kind of see a price tag on. So we'll cover a lot of that as well. And then also too, and this is probably the most important one, is I've built this from the ground up. So if you're someone who, like I said, who's new to this and you're watching this and you're like, oh shit, I don't even know where to start. Like, dude, I was in your shoes, even just a few years ago. So I'm going to show you exactly kind of how I did it and what I found along the way, to help you do just that and make this, hopefully a nice, profitable side hustle for you, and maybe even beyond. It might become your full-time career. Who knows? Hopefully I can, help you build that out, and I'll take it from there. Now, why am I doing this? Because mostly, I mean, not just the only reason, but I see a lot of just bullshit out on the internet. People are saying, oh, we can, have a 10, 15 new clients every single week if you follow my course and all this crap. Like, it's all BS. And if you click on one of those things, eventually you're going to start seeing ads for all kinds of stuff like that. And it's very distracting. So I'm just going to go through what I've found to work and what's simple and effective. And yeah, it might take a little bit longer, but you know what? I'm not wasting my time and money on some dude who probably doesn't actually have any clients in the first place and just made up some course online to make money. So we're going to cut through the crap and just kind of give you what I know works and what's effective, and what's genuine, what's real, and not just some BS. And that's why I'm doing it for free. I'm going to show you that there's faster, better, and cheaper ways to get started. So you don't need a big stack of cash to get your business up off the ground. In fact, you actually don't really need a whole lot at all just to get you started. And I'll show you how you can get your first few clients to use that money to kind of barrel your way through it and progress and snowball things. It's a chance for me to give back. I mean, I really enjoy teaching people. I enjoy coaching people. Obviously, I coach people in working out, getting strong and their nutrition and stuff. But it's a chance for me to coach other coaches who need a place to start and need someone to learn from. So happy to do that. And last but not least, I'm stuck inside because of the whole coronavirus thing anyway. So why the hell not? Figure I just put it out on the internet and get the information out of my brain and somewhere where hopefully somebody finds it useful for themselves and their business. Now, what can you expect? So you can expect that what we're going to cover, for the most part, is all pretty simple stuff. And yeah, some stuff gets complex, like Facebook ads and whatnot, but for the most part, this stuff is very straightforward, right? It's like, hey, just take the idea, the kind of the stuff I'm talking about. I'll cover some theory and some examples as well, so you get some like real life ideas of how to execute. But it doesn't mean it's easy. It's just simple. A lot of it is, you do it once, it's like super easy, but you have to do it every single day. It starts to stack up. I equate it to like raking leaves, right? If you had one leaf in your yard to rake, not that hard, wouldn't take you very long, right? But if you had, 3 million leaves in your yard, is it harder? Yeah, just because there's more of them to do. But is it more complicated? No. So I'm going to show you a lot of this stuff is really just simple, but there's like a lot of it that you can do on a daily basis, but it's required in order to build your business. You can expect this stuff takes time, effort, and patience to be successful. So I started my company back in 2016-ish. I was kind of just doing it, one-offs here under the table, and then probably like 2018, 2019 started really taking it seriously. And I'll also spill out as much as I reasonably can, but you need to put in the work. I can't put in the work for you. So I'm going to spell out what I can, and you guys are welcome to comment with questions and whatnot. I'm going to put together a Facebook group so people can just kind of get in there and bounce ideas around and build off that. But this is going to require you to put in the work. So as much as I can give you a framework, I can't do it for you. So you got to expect that it's going to require some ingenuity on your end and some thinking on your end. But again, I'm going to give you enough that it should be plenty to get you started. And like I said before, it's going to seem like a lot, but honestly, these are just growing pains. So, you got to think of like the first time you ever had to, you go to college, right? And you start taking classes and the homework load is insane and you're like overwhelmed, right? And by the time you're done with school, it's just like another thing that you do, right? Or when you start going to the gym, right? The first couple days are rough and you're sore and it hurts and, you're tired and you're sweaty. But after a couple weeks, a month, a year, it's just what you do. So a lot of the stuff that I'm going to show you, I didn't do it all the first day. It's things that have kind of built up over time. And now I'm at a point where it's kind of just what I do. Like I wake up and it's, I go, check my social media. It's not the first thing I do, but, I hop on, I check, reply to people, post something, and then I go about my day. And it's just kind of become part of what I do. Okay. And here's what you'll need to get started. Number one, might sound kind of, corny, and we're going to talk about this in the mindset video, but a positive attitude. You have to have a positive attitude. There is no question about it. And if you don't, this is not going to be fun for you. This should be fun. It should be your baby. It's something you're building to help change people's lives. And it sounds like it's cliche, but it's 100% true. The emails and like even handwritten letters I've gotten and phone calls of people saying, hey man, like, you really turned my stuff around, my life around, has been life-changing for me. And it's one of the most rewarding things ever. And hopefully, like this will help you to do the same thing for other people. And hopefully this will help to change your life. But if you don't have a positive attitude while you're doing that, the first time like you hit a hiccup along the way, you're going to say, well, screw this. This sucks. I'm not going to do this. So you got to stay positive and you kind of rest assured that, like I said, this is something that you're signing up to do and you're hopefully excited about. So that should keep the motivation high. Time. You're going to need time. This is not one of those things where I'll just 10 minutes here, each day. It's, you should be dedicating time to this. And, like some of the mentors I've had, and they say like, some people say, when you make a goal, it should be time bound. And really like your goals should be as fast as humanly possible. Like get the stuff done. And I'll talk about, kind of done is better than perfect. You probably hear that a lot from me, but it's going to require time and you have to put the time in to make this happen. I'm doing this right now. It's Saturday. I could be sitting around the couch watching Netflix and I'm not. I'm trying to get this done and out for you guys so you can work on it. So you got to be able to put the time in, that's for sure. You're going to need a Facebook account and other social accounts so you can get the word out. So while I will talk about, how to make videos and all that kind of stuff, you might say, I don't want to get in front of the camera or whatever. Fuck that. Who cares? Just make the account so you have them. And I'm going to talk about how to do that later with making videos and all that. And you shouldn't be scared. Shouldn't be scared at all, because who gives a shit? You're putting your word out and the people who don't want to listen aren't going to watch anyway. And the people who do care will subscribe and they will follow you and they will listen to what you're saying. So what you need is a Facebook account for sure. If you ever want to run paid ads, you need an account anyway. And the other social accounts I recommend are YouTube for sure, Instagram, Twitter. I'm not very big on Twitter, but I post in there every now and again. and TikTok. I know you probably think it's all like 18-year-old kids on there, but in reality, the majority of people on there now are in their 20s and 30s, and it is the only way to go viral anymore, truly. So while it's silly and there's a lot of junk out there, I would definitely recommend using it. I'm going to talk about how to post on each one of those and how to actually make this even easier. So you only really need to create content in like one of them, and then you can just sort of chop it up and use it everywhere else and make your life a lot easier. Next, you're going to need a credit card because, not because you're paying me anything, but just because there's stuff in here that I'm going to recommend, like softwares you can use to help make your life with coaching people way easier. And it's just easier to have a credit card, so you can just punch it in real quick, pay for your stuff you need online, and then just get on with your life. Debit card's great too, but if you don't always have the cash on hand, it's just good to have a credit card. So you're probably gonna want one of those if you don't have one. And also too is, between now and the next video that you watch is a general idea of what you want to offer. So give some thought to how you want to help people. What do you want to offer them? Are you just offering weight training? Are you offering body weight workouts? Are you just going to do nutrition? Are you going to do both of those things? And I'm going to talk about, how to structure your offers and stuff, but you should have an idea before you get into the videos. So, do you want to do a monthly paid membership? Do you want to offer a group type thing? Do you want to do one-on-one stuff? So what you should do, is make sure you maybe even watch this video a second time to kind of see what we're all going to cover and highlight things that you really want to learn about. But you should get a piece of paper and just commit it to paper and write down what do you want to offer? Who do you want to offer it to? How much time are you willing to put in? Like how frequently can you be in touch with these people? Especially when you're building an online business, you don't have the luxury of being face-to-face with people. So you have to make sure you have ways to not only show the value of what you're offering, but to connect with these people and make them feel like you care and that you're there. The cool thing about the online piece is, they're not going to a gym to see you for just 1 hour and then they're gone the other 23. You can kind of be there, quote unquote, 24 hours of the day. So, the app that I use with my clients, they can message me anytime they want in the day. And the way I have it set up is all the messaging is done through that app. So they're not hitting me up, texting me on my phone. I can get into the app when I need to and when I want to. It doesn't consume my life. But I do make myself accessible, and that provides a lot of value to them. So kind of wrap up this video. I definitely covered a lot just in what we want to cover, in this channel going forward. So you should get an idea of what you want to do. Make sure you have these things to get started, and looking forward to do the rest of these videos for you guys. I hope they help out. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button below, give the video a like. Hit a comment below with things that you want to see. I mean, these videos I'm making are for you guys. It's not really for me. And then also, hit subscribe so you can see all the videos that are coming up and you never miss all the content that's coming in. So thanks for watching, and pumped to get you started.